One of the things I really wish that I had known before starting my apprenticeship was that being a 2-year apprenticeship, even if the first year feels like you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what the ropes are, the second year means that you've learned all those things and can just really make the most of getting into the apprenticeship and learning more and more that second year. Another thing that I wish that I'd known was that even though it's a year of training or 2 years of being trained, it's also 2 years of doing ministry. And so even though you're thinking about how is this training me for future ministry, you're already walking alongside people, doing ministry alongside them for those 2 years.
It's normal work, because I think the perception of ministry is that it's a bit relaxed as compared to the corporate world. Whereas ministry is work, you have long hours that you have to work. For example, I'm meant to be working 6 days a week. And normally a lot of people in the corporate world will work 5 days a week and a bit shorter hours than the hours that we do. So it's normal work.
That ministry is similar to most other jobs in the sense that it has highs and it has lows. So when I started ministry, I thought, yes, I'm doing God's work, I'm doing kingdom work, this is going to be great. But just like the rest of the world, work is full of toil, and so it does have high and low moments. But then the second thing is probably that ministry is different to many other jobs in the sense that it's not a clock on, clock off career, so to speak. I'd actually describe it more as a lifestyle. And so as you're dealing with people and you're in their lives, it's not neat and in a box and time bound. And so it is a bit of an adjustment getting used to that new lifestyle in ministry.
One thing I would have liked to know before starting my apprenticeship was the need to be humble in receiving feedback or criticism. In particular, in the first few months of MTS, when I would give a sermon, I would feel like it was the best sermon I'd ever given. But through the process of feedback at Cornhill, which is a preaching course, and through the feedback of my trainer, it really challenged me and felt sometimes like a personal attack when I would receive this feedback. But I had to learn to actually receive it humbly and to take it on board.
I would have liked to know and be prepared for shifting into a role of ministry wife and living with the almost contradiction of having an office of ministry wife, but also knowing that being a ministry wife is essentially just being a Christian woman and living with her husband and how to live out her life. And the Ministry Wives stream was helpful for that as well, but I still am struggling with that and thinking through how to do that well and in the way that God has prepared me as well.
One thing I wish I knew before I did this ministry apprenticeship was being able to say no. I tend to want to please people and always want to say yes, even if I'm feeling that I have too much on my plate or if I'm feeling uncomfortable with it. But what can really help was having a trainer that's really supportive, and I can really lean back on them by saying, let me just ask my trainer if I can do that.